Now, Abiola fell ill during meeting with American delegation and died. General Abdusalam. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Former head of state, General Abdusalam Abubakar, retired, has said that late Moshood Abiola MKO, winner of a June 12, 1993 presidential election, was not killed but died after falling ill, contrary to the popular story that Abiola took poisoned tea. This man. Okay, I'm not going to say he's wrong and I'm going to say he's right. But people will come for you. People believe that actually he was killed. And this is where you see that at all those times I do say how I wish that history was made available so that such things will not even happen. We're not going to be getting, we're not going to be getting what I call things that did not happen, as in history about what happened. I don't know who took away history from our academic board. Now, people are going to come and say, what is this man? What is this man trying to say? Are you trying to tell us that you are the only one that knows history? This is what happens when history is taken away or history is hidden. I feel history is hidden. That the person who took it away from our academic board really do not want the world or Nigeria to learn from her mistakes or to move forward. Sincerely, because it is with history, even in your life. Just imagine that you wake up today and you don't know anything about yourself anymore. Or you have amnesia. No, not amnesia. You don't know anything about yourself anymore. And maybe you used to be someone who is really, really good. Somebody will capitalize on that and take things away from you. It will turn out good for you and it will turn out bad for you. So history does a lot. It plays a lot of role. As a human being, it is through your past life now that is now history, that you're going to be making some decisions. You say, okay, when I make this decision, then it landed me in trouble. And the thing about it is, history, as in things does not stop happening. It is your ability to react to that thing well, as in, how do I even put it? History happens, yeah, but what will say that, this thing stopped happening, it does not stop. People were able to curb it. Just like we say, HIV/AIDS was common and rapid, it did not stop spreading. People now learn how to live with it. The news in detail, please stay with us. Abubakar spoke in an interview with Trust TV, noting that he smiles whenever he hears allegation that they killed Abiola. He was ruler from 1998 when dictator General Sani Abacha died, to 1999 when he handed over to democratically elected Olusegun Obasanjo, OBJ. In the interview, Abubakar said, well, I smiled because there were lots of allegations here and there that we killed Abiola. As always, when I am talking about late Abiola, I say thank God for directing me on the things to do when he gave me the leadership of this country. On the day Moshood Abiola passed away, may his soul rest in peace, 2 or 3 things make me always say I thank God for the guidance he gave me. One was I received a delegation from America headed by Pickering, who was then, I think, the Secretary of State or so. In his team, I remember very well, was Susan Rice. I remember her very well because of a role she played later. So after the normal courtesy and discussion when they were leaving my office, Pickering said, Your Excellency, we made a request to see Moshood Abiola, but we were denied. I asked, why were you denied? Who denied you? There and then I made a decision. I said, look, you will see Moshood definitely. I overruled whoever said you cannot see him. So I now called my chief security officer. I said, please make arrangement for this team to see Abiola. Now, during the incarceration of Moshood Abiola, except his personal doctor, to my knowledge, no member of his family saw him. So when I became head of state, based on consultation and interaction together with Ambassador Babagana Kingibe, I gave the family a date so they could come and see him. So a day before he died, his family came to Abuja to see him. For one reason or the other, the whole family could not see him at the same time. So it was agreed that when this group of his family will see him today, tomorrow the next team will see him. So they saw him like yesterday. Now this team from US came to see him and I said they could see him. Normally, it was in the evenings the family go and see him. So because I had authorized the American team to see him, so the other part of our family, we are waiting to see him. So it was at this meeting when the American team was meeting Abiola, he fell sick, and suddenly the security officers called the medical team to come and attend to him. And when they saw the situation, they said it was severe and they needed to take him to the medical center. So it was the medical team plus the medical team that took him to the medical center. Unfortunately, at the medical center, he gave up. Then my security chief called and said, I have bad news for you. I asked what it was. He said, Abiola is dead. I was shocked. He told me he was there with the American team. At that time, I was staying in the barracks. I had not moved to the villa. So I said, okay, let him take the American team to my house. I will meet them at the house. So I closed from office and went there. The issue now was, how do I break the news to Abiola's family? And how do we tell the world Abiola has passed on? I must be thankful to God and again to Ambassador Kingibe because we called on him and asked him to bring Abiola's family. So when they came, I broke the news. As you would expect, the family broke down and they started crying. I can't remember which of the ladies. I held her. She was crying, sobbing. It was then Susan Rice, that is why I always remember her, said, Mr. President, that is not your job. Let me do it. So she now held this lady until she settled down and she calmed down a little bit. Then we had to summon my second in command and other people and then strategize on how to break the news. That is why I always say thank God for guiding me. If I hadn't said the American team should go and meet Abiola, certainly I don't know how I would have explained to the world that Abiola died. And the American team, would they believe me that we had not killed Abiola at the time when we were requesting to see him? This one. Sincerely. I don't know. Hey, my goodness. A lot of people want to somersault on over this issue. Why? Because all it has been rumored is they killed Abiola, they killed Abiola, they killed Abiola, they killed Les Abiola, they killed Abiola, MKO, they killed him. And even people who were not born, they come and they believe this thing that, he was murdered, he was murdered. This is why, do you now see the importance of history? If history is made available, I bet you there are so many things that is happening in Nigeria that would have been averted a very long time ago. All we need to do is to go back to history. When this thing happened, how did you respond to it this way? Let's just not go this way. Let us go this other way. Or, when this thing happened, we did not take this route. Let's take this route. Sincerely, history not being available at the tip of our fingers has caused us a lot as a country. People are not taking it well. The opinions of has caused us a lot as a country. People are not taking it well. The opinions of